How you doing, buddy, man?
Great.
Thank you very much for coming out. Those of you that don't know who Kurt is, actually, Kurt is, I don't want to say with, because you're actually the co-founder here of Tyku.
Yeah.
And for people that don't know what Tyku is, go ahead and let them know.
Tyku is basically the equivalent of healthy boozing.
Healthy boozing. Anytime you can say healthy and boozing in the same sentence, I love it.
Although legally the TTB and FDA would probably shut us down for that, so it's more of a joke on that front. But,
Joke,
yeah. No drinking.
Don't be calling anybody, you know?
Exactly, from alcohol. No, it's funny. It's really a passion of trying to link, quality living using, it's all about ingredients, like the freshest possible ingredients that you can have, and creating something that doesn't exist. So we have two facets. Tyku, actually the word is a mixture of Tai Chi.
Are you jumping in? Because I was just going to ask, so it's a Tai Chi, go ahead.
So the idea first is there's Tai Chi, which is sort of this meditative, almost martial art to get you to a state of being, that a higher state of consciousness, which I also believe that drinking can get you to as well. I think your viewers would agree that.
I'm all, yeah.
And haiku. And haiku is a short poem about nature, Asian inspired.
Okay.
And the whole lineup that we have is about finding the best ingredients to put together to make the cleanest beverages. And when I was traveling throughout Asia, I experienced these unbelievable super fruits, and I got turned on to sake and really the quality of what they do in all over Asia. There's such a fine art, like a smoothness, a cleanness, and I just became really, really into learning about how all these things were made, the sake ceremonies, and the liqueur was sort of a project that I never thought I'd be getting into. Actually had worked in music and run a charity, and we'd built some schools around the world, and we're in Asia, and I got invited to experience a sake ceremony, and I saw at a brewery, why sake is called the drink of the gods, just for it's completely all natural. The ingredients are so simple and pure, and the finest that you can have, the way the rituals of making it, and I realized that American consumers had no idea.
No.
No clue, because the sake that had been sent from Japan was the equivalent of $2 chuck. It's called futsu. So originally it was
most Americans just slamming it at the restaurants.
And
they don't really get into it.
And hot sake is bad because it's about masking the flavor, because it's really hot sake is, what they do is in Japan you're polishing the rice kernel using the finest water, and it's so simple. It's just rice, water, yeast, and koji. Okay. So it seems really simple, but behind that is so much work. It's like anything else, like a great athlete or great artist. Like the greatest make things look the easiest.
Of course.
The simplest. So the art of sake brewing is so complex yet so simple.
Really?
And it's kind of the whole idea with Tyku is simple, but about nature. And even our logo, which is sort of a yin and yang of a tea, it's everything that we do personifies three things: premium, healthy, and hot. Okay.
Premium, healthy, and hot.
Premium, healthy, and hot.
Okay.
Because, everything as a brand, as what I believe and my partners do, is you have to be premium. Don't follow the curve. You can go middle of the road to try to make a buck, but what you want to do when you bring something to people that's new and different, give them the best. Like it's got to be the best quality, everything about it. So anything from our bottle design to our hats to postcards, it just has to be the most premium quality.
Yeah, I was taking a look at the hat, honestly.
We got some of those, but everything from even how the bottle's designed, we didn't copy anything. My partner and I, everything is from scratch. We have patents on all of it. The idea of having a bottle that lights up. A lot of mixologists and people would say, why have a bottle light up? Well, when you're starting something, you don't have $100 million to put billboards up.
Of course.
You need to have a way for someone to say, hey, what's that? And then a bartender would say, actually, try this. This is a really low-calorie, low-carb, uses amazing ingredients, makes your drinks just much better.
Now, I notice, obviously, the bottle, I'll see it, I'll go into places, and I see it on the back bar, and you're 100% right. It's eye-catching. People are, and curiosity killed the cat, as people say, and they want to know exactly what it is. Now, one other thing about the Tyku bottle, I got to tell you, last year when Tyku was involved with us at our Summer Flair 3 event, we actually had a Tyku stall, where the bartenders had to stall a Tyku bottle, and it was really awesome that every time they were bouncing it, they stall it, bounce it up, the bottle lights up.
Yeah,
Which was another thing, and whose idea was that? How did that come about?
It's funny. My partner and I, we bounced a lot of things off, traveling the world and seeing things. But you have to figure out, okay, how are you going to get recognized? By making a consumer product that people have never seen or heard about. It's all about educating them, educating the right way. So it goes back to the premium, healthy, and hot. And you can have a great bottle, but now today, I mean, there's some beautiful bottles in the back bar. But what makes you actually say, I'll try that? The idea of companies spending so much money with glorifiers and trying to just personify their bottle, and then you mix that with, if you go to a good nightclub and someone buys a $400 bottle, they shove glow sticks in it, they light it up, they make a big scene, they put sparklers. So we just got to thinking in a common sense way, hey, what about actually having the bottle light up? So when someone pours it, it's an automatic attention grabber. So we worked for about 2.5 years to get the patent on doing it, and we know for a fact some big public liquor companies that have tried, that spent a couple $1 million and couldn't do it. And it's one of those things where now people look at it and go, oh, it's a no-brainer. Why didn't we do that? So
kind of makes you sit back and be like, wow, this is something. It's like raising a kid, I guess. You know?
And it's funny because when you do it from scratch, the traditional way of getting a bottle in this industry is you go to Italy or France and they have these glass, companies, and you sort of, I like that bottle, you pick it out, then you go and hire a marketing firm to like design your logo and your stuff. Like we're everything that we did was from scratch. Like there was nothing that we didn't do. We went through different molds. We knew that we wanted a different shaped bottle. We knew that it had to be bartender friendly, so it couldn't be too squatty or too this or that. So the idea was really to have everything become so it can become iconic, and that's sort of what set us apart in the beginning. And then the second phase was what's inside the bottle had to be the top quality. So in going around, with the reason why coming out with a liqueur first is traditionally liqueurs are thought of as kind of mixers because of the high sugar content. We actually wanted to do the reverse and make a great base that we wouldn't have to add sugar to, have high calories, carbs, because I love sweet drinks, but now today, do you really want to have 3 margaritas that have 800 calories per margarita?
And then we know how everybody's health conscious nowadays.
Exactly. So when I was in Asia, we experienced these fruits like goji berry, mangosteen, the green teas, and yuzu, and great flavors. But I was thinking, no one knows what it is. Originally, I just wanted, it's hard when you say, all right, is it a citrus vodka? What is it? The flavor profile is citrus, but we also didn't want to be one of those kind of one-hit wonders of, one flavor, like this is a pomegranate drink, so you have like one use for it. It's like your flavor.
I want to be more versatile, making several different drinks.
Yeah, so ours is all about, if you want to make low calorie, low sugar, low carb, really refreshing cocktails, there we are, because we are the only alcohol that can make a mojito, a margarita for under 100 calories.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the drinks, the margarita, mojito,
exactly,
and stuff. Now, how
super
many different things? You got the liqueur now.
So we actually have, and I should bring it up, I feel bad that I don't have, we have 4 products in our portfolio. We have 2 sakes, so we have a black and a white.
Okay.
And then we have our liqueur, and then we have soju, which is a blue bottle. And I don't know if anyone can see that, or if we end up like...
Now, one thing I do notice about the soju and the sake, the 5-star Diamond Award.
Yeah,
which
that was big. That was huge.
And it's huge. And I know people are like, oh, well, they put on the flight. You got to put something like on that from the American Academy of Hospitality Science. They give out 5 stars, and you get it.
It was unbelievable.
And congratulations on
that. Thank you. I mean, you're talking about the best of the best from Four Seasons, Mercedes, and really like in luxury and premium goods. It just, again, it sticks with what we are, premium, healthy, and hot. Funny story about the IF Design Award. It's hilarious because we get a call from Germany, and the guy's like, "We are from Germany. We want you to come and accept the award."
I love it.
Dude, is this like a timeshare joke?
Yeah.
Are you trying to
is this
get
my
us to
buddy
Germany?
from high school punking me or
Yeah.
something, right?
And I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, we'll be in Germany. We'll see you for it. And the next thing you know, we find out after we Google it that, wait, this can't be the same award we're looking at, because it's basically the most prestigious international design award. Like Porsche Carrera won it the year before, iPod Touch won it the year before that. So it's like, in the scale of things, like it was the biggest award you can be given, and we just thought it was some kind of joke. So we call right back, like, all right, yeah, no, we'll be there. So it's been
And
really
that's really
fortunate.
awesome that you can, and people watching too can say that, and it's a great conversation piece too. Not only for that, but for bartenders, servers, people behind the bar when they talk about your product. Just the bottle design, and everything being compared to a Porsche, like you
Yeah.
said, and now the global phrase of the whole iTouch and the iPods and everything. So that's awesome. Now there's several different drinks. People want to find out more about
Yeah.
any one of your products. Where's the
You know,
website? Where can they go?
we try to keep it really simple. That's the thing. It's for people that are either at home or even bartenders. And you want simple drinks that are really easy to make. And we have a great website. It's actually Try Tyku.
Okay.
www.trytyku.com.
Try Tyku right down here below.
TRYTYKU.
Okay.
And you can they have some great clips on it. We've been really, really fortunate. I think about 10 days ago, the Today Show did like a 10-minute feature on it, made our cocktails for summer. They said, the only brand that can do low-calorie cocktails like this. And, for bartenders, for example, our mojito, you don't have to muddle it. So
every bartender in the world right now watching the show is like, I don't have to muddle it.
Exactly.
Great,
And the thing is, when you don't muddle, you have to use like the fake, really sugary pre-mix. Or if you want a really fresh mojito, you can use fresh mint, oranges, a couple berries, put in the Tyku, hard shake, pour it in the glass, a little splash of soda, and that's a 90-calorie mojito that can just be sucked down. And if you really want to sort of top it with a light rum, you can, to add either more alcoholic taste or whatever, but it is our go-to. I mean, it's been
90 calories. That means I could have like 12 of them at one sitting, which is like really,
it's sneaky,
really
but,
important.
And that's the difference between. It's funny, having two kind of separate portfolios. You have the spirits, which is really our soju, and the secret, I should say, and I would love to bring up a blue bottle, but the secret is the soju.
Okay.
Because soju is a low-calorie vodka.
Okay.
It's basically, your average 1.5 ounce of vodka is about 124 calories.
Okay.
Like as you see here, whereas soju is like 60. And what it also has is there's an